My name is Bo Lawrence. I'm the founder of Ace Rivington. We're a premium men's and women's denim brand based in Santa Barbara, California. I'm one of the top experts in the world when it comes to washing denim. I've made probably 25 million pairs of jeans for some of the biggest brands in the world, so I know what I'm talking about. At Ace Rivington, we're focused on sustainability and building the best product that we can for the environment with the tools that are available to us today. I've made jeans for the last 25 years, and this has taught me the importance of being focused on doing it in a better way. My entire mission is figuring out how to build a product that has a sustainable perspective with less water consumption, less energy consumption, no chemicals, and is safer for the workers who are actually producing the product. My job is to give you the best service experience you've ever had when it comes to jeans. I manage all of our production and all of our development. Every single pair of jeans that leaves this store goes through my hands. I inspect all the product, I check the quality details on everything. I'll tailor your jeans myself in the store while you wait. I want my jeans to be in your closet and on your body for decades to come, and I will stand behind that product for anything that happens to them. At Ace Rivington, we make jeans that will last a lifetime.
Hi friends, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. This is something I can say for my friend Bo Lawrence. When the pandemic hit last year and his retail business was severely impacted, looking towards recovery, especially as brands like Nordstrom retail operations in his town of Santa Barbara, California, Bo saw the importance of building a memorable brick and mortar experience with visibility and a high focus on service for his Ace Rivington brand, selling the denim, knits, and woven that he produces. Bo opened a new store in the heart of Santa Barbara on the main street in town, with the principal defining distinction in this new store was that he wanted to serve the customers like they did in the 80s. And the whole layout, services, etc. of this store tried to replicate those that were in the 80s and something similar to what he experienced when he was a kid, albeit with the new technology and to create the safest experience possible in today's world. And I would be really happy to take a tour of this new store where Bo will explain what he's trying to do and how he's trying to make this difference. I think it will be a very, very interesting talk. Hi, Bo, how are you?
Thank you so much, Sandeep, for the introduction. I'm doing great. Welcome, everybody, to Santa Barbara, California. This is where our retail is based and our business is based. Very proud to be in this place. So I'm excited to do a couple of things. What I'd like to begin with is just sharing a little bit of where we're actually located and what is really important about our position here in Santa Barbara. So right now I'm standing in the middle of State Street. It's the main street here in Santa Barbara, and it's taken a very big turn to be very influenced, like a lot of the al fresco dining that you'd have for European countries. As everybody knows about the outdoor dining, this has actually become a really important part of our town and the experience here that we have. So with that said, let me just go ahead and share a little bit more about our situations.
That's a beautiful location, Bo.
Thank you so much. And, I feel really blessed to have large format, high quality restaurants directly around me. So we've got one of the best bakeries in town that fills up for breakfast. We've got one of the best lunch and night spots in town that offers live music and, full outdoor dining, which is just a wonderful experience. So the building where we're located has been here since around the 1920s, and having that kind of vintage, sort of authentic history inspired retail position is very exciting. So this is our new Ace Rivington store. We opened on Halloween in last year, and I am so proud of this.
What's this
space.
rickshaw? What's this rickshaw I can see here?
Thank you. So this is the world's first denim tailoring and alterations tricycle. So, you know, I built this bike with the intention of being able to take the bicycle to events, you know, and honestly, even just take the bicycle out into the street to be able just to tailor jeans myself with no electricity. So
This is really cool, Bo. This is really cool.
It's a fun product. You know, the whole idea of being able to market product outside of the store is a very important part of inviting the consumer in. You know, for me, marketing the softest tees ever made. And all of our t-shirts are knitted in Los Angeles. And, you know, this is a Supima cotton product. It's very soft. So that creates an invitation for the consumer to come into the store. This is an example of the kind of local focus that we have as a business, you know, and for our Santa Barbara tour t-shirt, you know, with the monster crushing the Ace Rivington store. So this is the same facade of the bakery, our store, and the restaurant next door. You know, I'm saying that the monster is waking up. This is a great example of how I see, you know, the world starting to open, people starting to come in and have just an incredible experience. So part of that experience for me is making sure that people get to enjoy Santa Barbara as much as we do. So this list of restaurants and bars on the back of the t-shirt actually represents the best date nights that my wife and I have had in town over the last 8 years. And this is really a marketing piece to support a lot of the local bars and restaurants. So for this, I'm actually doing a tip share where I'm taking $10 from each t-shirt and I'm donating it, you know, to a tip jar. And then after I sell all our teas, I'll split it up with all those spots.
Wow.
So that's an important part of how we're really looking at bringing community into the space. So with that, why don't I walk you into the store and give you a little walk around?
Absolutely, it will be real fun, you know. And going, you know, supporting local communities and local businesses is, I believe, it's much more important now. You know, after this pandemic, this becomes really important.
You know, that's a great point, Sandeep, and it's critically important for us to be able to support these businesses, and they help us, we help them. You know, it's about creating that just exciting, like wonderful town experience. So one of the first questions that I ask customers when they walk through our front door, because a lot of customers in the space have actually, they're visiting Santa Barbara. It's a wonderful tourist destination. So one of my first questions is, where did you have dinner last night? Where are you having dinner tonight? And with this, you know, it's my job to help guide them on having a fantastic experience in town.
And you get the replies on that?
Every single one, you know, and then what I'm able to do is make them laugh, you know, tell them to go have a good time and send people to my friends' restaurants.
Okay. So that's
so with this,
support.
I spent nearly 3 years of just writing down all these suggestions on a card. And then finally I got smart enough to use this, you know, compostable tissue paper to actually create a map. So now I've got a map that shows all of my favorite spots, you know, with jokes included about each one to make the customer laugh. And then this is the paper that I use to wrap all of our finished product in that we sell our goods with.
That's so, really, and you wrap it, there are perks in this wrapper.
It's, you know, it's the right thing just to be able to offer this kind of service and to get people excited about the space. When people come in here, I tell them the first thing you do when you come to Santa Barbara is you come into Ace Rivington and I tell you what to do.
So you offering the free tour guide services along with your
exactly. Santa Barbara local concierge is important. So I'll show you a few more things in the store, but while I'm in the front, let me show you this. So this is going to be the largest resource of Candiani selvage in America. What we'll be doing here is full custom selvage product. And with that, customers will be able to come in, and what we'll do is we'll offer, basically any fabric they're interested in. And we're just kind of finalizing the merchandising of the fabric range so that we've got, the right range of all of the options from Candiani. But it's a really fun thing. With this will end up being full custom product. Customers will be able to come in, try on jeans, get reference for fit, and then we'll literally sew a piece for them. What I'll show you in the back in a couple of minutes, I'll share with you some of the wash examples that we'll be working on for this product. These washes will be developed on an individual customer basis using one of the most advanced laundries in the world that's actually building in Los Angeles. It's a special project that's not been marketed yet, so it's still unpublished, but this laundry will be able to make fully robotic, full technology washes for me, on an individual basis for the highest quality pre-worn selvage denim I can make. And I'm really excited about that.
And you're going to show to the customers different samples of pre-owned
Yeah,
selvages?
we'll have a full range of pre-worn selvage examples for them to be able to say, I want that wash, I want that wash, I want that wash, just to create a total custom experience for the consumer.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Let me walk you around the store a little bit more and show you a few more things. So in the front of the store, creating a thematic experience for me was everything. Actually, in the store, I cut every single board myself. I spent an entire month working on building out the space and just creating what I say is a 1930s or 1940s British gentleman study experience. It's about, for me, a lot of it's about sharing some of the theme and story of Santa Barbara. So for the nautical experience being located next to the Channel Islands, having a spectacular film experience that's always on in the store for consumer. Right now, it looks like we're watching The Outsiders, which is a great film from the 80s. There's Matt Damon. And, and then this is another part of the experience. So I know the lighting is a little bit difficult, but this is actually a denim banner that I created working with Candiani at their design studio in Los Angeles. And this is the Santa Barbara Channel Islands. So, just off the coast of California, we've got the Channel Islands, and this is such an important part of a story for Santa Barbara. So I took denim panels, I built the graphic, I built, or with laser, at the design center with Genealogia laser, we burned the graphic into the denim. I sewed the panels together, put on the leather straps, almost killed myself putting the thing up on the wall by myself. But
it's beautiful. I would say it's beautiful. It's looks wonderful. And it's all laser. Laser on the. You created the graphics and put in a laser and it on the Candiani denims.
One of the things that's nice to share is that for the consumers, when they come in, I tell them we use the same lasers that we use to build the whiskers into our jeans to create the graphic on the wall. And they're just blown away. Okay. Consumers in general don't understand the technology lasers, or the process that we use. All of our product is full technology washes, laser, ozone, eFlow, no chemicals, no bad process. And the only thing bad right now is that our jeans wall is empty. That's not good. So we've got 400.
You told me it's production is coming soon.
Yeah, we got 400 pairs of jeans in sewing right now. The other bad problem is 300 of them are already sold.
Wow. I hope everybody's got that problem, you know.
Yeah, no, it's really an incredible thing, and I'm just so blessed to be here in Santa Barbara and create this experience. But really, it's all about service. So with that said, let me show you a few more things about the store and the experience that we create. You know what? And for our denim, part of the service is full tailoring. So for every pair of jeans that we sell, it's full tailoring included and lifetime warranty. So when the consumer walks in, you know, we fit them, we tailor the jeans. If things are not too busy, I'll actually tailor myself. And I've got it down to doing original inseam alteration in about 7 minutes for the consumer if I'm just
7 minutes.
stitching them myself. 7
7
minutes.
minutes.
So it's pretty
You're a master.
incredible.
Oh, you're a master.
You know what? I love it. And it's fun. And the customers think I'm like some kind of magician.
But
So
you know,
it's a lot
lifetime
of fun.
warranty is something, you know, I mean, so this, as you said, this is about the experience and the service. So I mean, all these elements are very so important part of the service what you're offering.
Incredibly important. So the next thing that I'm very proud of is actually the fitting room experience. And you know, for a consumer, having the right experience in total is really important. So this is actually our sitting room where guests are able to relax while their loved ones or boyfriends or girlfriends or whoever are fitting in the back. So for the fitting room, again, it's just about creating a spectacular experience. And you know, down to the fresh cut flowers that I replace every single week with one of our local flower shops. So,
That's so
you
nice.
know,
That's so nice.
just making a beautiful experience in here. This is actually one of our sanitation bags. So after consumers try on the product, if they don't want it, they can put it in the bag. And what we do with that is we'll take the bag to our sanitary steam cabinet. And, you know, this is an LG product I studied. So for this cabinet, you know, I'm able to sanitize all of the product that consumers wear. And it makes everybody feel safe. It makes me feel safe. You know, it's pretty incredible what we can do just to create the right experience. So, you know, this is all part of it. And that's an important thing. In addition,
how much time to sanitize? And
it takes an hour and a half. And for us, you know, that's an appropriate amount of time. Looks like there's a stack of stuff that I need to do on the top, you know, but it's a good experience. Something else that's also really important, and most people don't understand this or don't even think about it, you know, having a belt that fits you correctly is equally as important as having a pair of jeans that fit. You know, so we do custom fittings on belts. You know, with this, when the consumer comes in, what we'll do is we'll fit them, we'll get their center hole picked. You know, they get to pick the hardware if they want the antique nickel or antique brass or black, whatever it is. They have to pick their tip shape if they want, you know, sort of this English bridle pointed tip, or if they want a rounded tip, whatever it is, you know, full custom experience just to make the product fit perfectly. Making people feel really special.
You know, this is really not very common. I mean, it's something incredible you're doing.
You know what? It's just about creating a better service experience than every other retailer out there.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, you have to differentiate yourself. You know, I mean, that's the whole story. You know, and the customer really needs to get that experience, which is not getting in most of the stores.
That's for sure. You know, something that's really important about the experience too in store, especially with the local history of the building, is sharing that history in store. So, for example, this display was given to me as a gift by one of our customers who was a local area forest firefighter. In 1971, he was out in the field fighting fires with the planes. These are all of the folks that, you know, were around camp together, you know, with the same helmet, the same vest. This was his pickaxe, and it's difficult to see, but he actually notched into the axe with all of the fires that he went on. So just an amazing display. These kinds of things
Amazing.
really bring the local experience together.
Nostalgic,
This
very nostalgic.
super nostalgic and definitely great experience. This is one of the bays on our local Channel Islands. I had one of our local painters, I commissioned her to paint this piece, kind of telling the story of the local history. And I think that's something that's also really important for a lot of the towns and a lot of the places that have, you know, stores or have great cities. It's understanding that your job as a retailer is not just selling product. It's also, you know, sharing the history of your location. It's getting people excited about coming to your town, and for the sincere desire that is built up for social experience. You know, every single time someone walks into your store or walks into the front door, you know, it's an opportunity to create an experience for them. You know, and I think it's easy as the owner operator to do this every single time. It's obviously much harder as you begin to train people and set the expectations. But it's something that's important because, you know, things are changing. I believe that we'll have about, you know, 10 years or so of this type of owner operator, mom and pop shop, nostalgic, like, desire for experience. And, you know, probably in 10 years, people will be back to wanting to go to big box. But right now, you know, there's so much opportunity for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So pandemic has been good in some ways, you know.
Totally. So let's continue through the service experience. So this is the back door to the back of the workshop. You know, in the back of the workshop first, these are items that are just pending for customers that have already been tailored. This is, you know, my small, which will become bigger, fulfillment center for all of our online. This is where I manage just fulfilling all of our packages, taking care of those kinds of things. And then back to the back workshop. So I'm actually going to start a new video series called Bo's Workshop that will be managed here, where I'll talk about a lot of cool new product drops and details and fun things that we're doing. This is our tailoring workbench. So yeah, so this is an example of, you know, some of the things we might do for a customer. So it looks like this customer came in and needed a yoke pinch into the waistband, slim leg, hem and add cuff as pinned. So, you know, we will do anything to our jeans to make a customer happy with the experience and to make them fit the way that they want. You know, so literally we pulled the yoke up a bit into the jeans because this customer has no rear end. So with that, we fixed this thing. You know, we tapered his leg just a little bit, you know, made adjustments to his inseam with our, you know, with our chain stitch machine, just worked on making these perfect. So this customer was actually a construction dude. He came into the store about 4 years ago and bought a pair of jeans in one of our previous stores. His jeans look so spectacular. So what I'm excited about now is getting him into this raw selvage and having him kind of build this wash. This is an example of another customer who, believe it or not, I mean, as you and the audience watching will understand the fabric capabilities. So this is 2 rinses and 3 years of wear on the same fabric. So same fabric, only 2 rinses. Spectacular. This is part of why I love Candiani as much as I do, because you know, their fabric, much like everyone else's, it's so exciting to see what you can accomplish with Indigo, especially a raw product. So, you know, it'll be fun to see.
This is customer side. You know, this whole design is at the customer end. I mean, it's not washed actually.
That's right. So it's not washed. This is just an authentic worn product. So this will be an example of the kind of jean that we use for our pre-worn selvage, our custom selvage, because, you know, the rich guys don't want to wear their jeans for 3 years before it looks like this. So
that's
we'll
where
use technology. we'll use technology to get the jeans there for us.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the business is. I mean, and of course, we have to serve all kind of customers. So we can't only have authentic wearers. Not everybody understands the services as we do. I mean, as as industry people.
Totally. It's definitely tricky. Just kind of finalizing some of the thoughts here in the back. This is the back tailoring. So we've got our 5-thread overlock. We've got our flat lock machine that we converted to be a chain stitch machine so that we can do authentic chain stitch hems. And, and having these tools is such an important part of the process. I think one of the really important messages for retailers is understanding that service is a thing, and you can learn how to do some of these tasks. You can learn how to produce some of these products, yourself in your store, or you can train your team to do it. Anything that you can do to improve the service experience for a customer, even if it's just telling them where to go have dinner, can make the difference in why they come into your store or why they go into someone else's. And I am so proud of, my knowledge for denim, my love of denim. And I'm also so proud of the opportunity to really serve customers and to be able to create a fantastic experience for our guests that make coming to Santa Barbara, a unique and special thing for them.
Boy, I don't know really what to say because you're doing so much. I can see the effort that has gone into creating this kind of thing. The whole store and the whole service experience, what you're providing to the customers is very unique. And I can see that, your thought process and everything, how much focus it is on the customer. So that is something, as we rightly selected the topic for this discussion, the service like the 80s, what you have in the 80s. I mean, this is a very unique kind of service which you are providing to customers, and I believe that this is really going to make a difference for so many people who really want a good product along with a good service. It's somebody who understands them well.
Arif or Sandeep, one of the things about service that I got to experience and learn from my parents as a kid was going into stores with them in the 1980s and just seeing the attention that they received, seeing the service they received, and that definitely had a huge influence on me. And obviously building my career in the denim industry has been incredible. But even with that job, working for different companies, having different levels of responsibility, the thread that's tied it all together has been the understanding of service, whether it's for, a business owner or for a vice president or for a director. My job has always been to provide service. And I think, it's understanding this, it's having been influenced by some of the greatest, from the pharmacist that, served my parents when I was a kid, who would drive over and make sure that they had everything that they need, to the house, to plenty of other retailers growing up, whether it's a sandwich shop or an office store or whatever it is. It's just understanding the mom and pop importance. And and truthfully, if you look at all of the businesses today that provide importance on a global playing field, all of these companies started as a mom and pop shop, and for the way that they've built, the way that they've grown, what I think everyone needs to remember, whether you're a retailer or, a manufacturer or a supplier or a designer or a brand or whatever it is, what everyone needs to remember is the importance of service. And there's always a customer that you're serving, whether it's your boss or the person who's paying for a purchase order or an invoice. There's always a customer, and you can do a better job than the next person at serving that customer. And I don't care what it is. My goal is to be the greatest denim experience on the planet for a customer.
That's a beautiful goal, and I'm sure you can do it. With the way you're going, I mean, I'm definitely very, very sure that you'll be able to do it. And I really congratulate you once again. It's such a wonderful experience for me going through your stores, sitting, let's say, 5,000 kilometers away, but still experiencing, getting that experience while we were talking. And I believe that those who are physically coming out there, we having a much better experience. And I really feel that we need to have more stores like this, where the experience for the customer is at the next level and more personal level. And thank you for doing all this. It's a wonderful, wonderful job.
Sandeep, thank you so much for the opportunity to share, our Ace Remington store and the Ace Remington store and the experience that we create here. It's a very exciting process, and I know the opportunity that is opening up for all of us, soon and in time. And, just do a better job than everybody else with the service that you're offering and taking care of your customers, because that's what we do here. And for anyone listening, if you're ever in Santa Barbara, please come by to say hello. I'll tell you where to go get a great bite to eat. or I'll sell you some jeans.
Bo is a very good tour guides for you for Santa Barbara, so you're most welcome to get some tips from him.
Thank you so much, Sandeep.
Thank you, Bo. And you are a great example of, as I said in the beginning, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I think you're a great example of that.
We'll see you at the next show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bo. Bye bye.
Bye bye.